convicted Wichita Falls serial rapist from 1992 and 93 is up for parole 1 week from today.
And some community members who remember the nightmares of Michael Gowan's acts are actively attempting to keep him behind bars. The Wichita Falls Community Alliance is writing emails showing protest to his parole.
Ariel Reed sat down with some of those members today, and she's joining us now with more. Ariel.
The early 90s were scary for all women of Wichita Falls, even young girls. Michael Gowan lurked outside Ryder High School and other parts of town before he selected his next victim. At least 2 victims were pulled out of their bedrooms by their hair before he kidnapped and then severely sexually assaulted them. Now, after serving 3 concurrent life sentences, Gowan is up for parole, and this group remembers the horrors and they're attempting to keep him behind bars to ensure Wichita Falls remains safe.
When I got to her house, she told me that the night before, a man had broken into her house and he had kidnapped her from her home. And he had taken her to another location and he severely beat her and he committed aggravated sexual assault again.
12 other women share this brutal story. One night changed who they were at a very young age. Michael Gowan was charged with multiple counts of aggravated kidnapping and sexual assault. After serving 28 years behind bars, he is up for parole. Now, several community members are banding together in hopes of ensuring he stays behind bars to serve out a longer sentence.
So if you take 28 years and look at that kind of versus the 14 separate accounts that he was charged on, that's about 2 years per victim. This was an extremely violent and brutal and vicious man.
Members of the community invite others to remember how terrified they were for their daughters, wives, and sisters during the early 90s.
The pain and the trauma that he inflicted upon not just the victims but the community itself, those effects still last to today. And there are facts and there are things that you learn in the courtroom and stories that are recounted, but those don't actually reflect the day-to-day life of an individual, of a young girl that's dealing with the trauma and the PTSD of nearly losing her life over the actions of one man.
A concerned community member who remembers the events vividly believes there is no place for a man like this in the area of Wichita Falls or anywhere else. They believe if Gowan was to be paroled, he would return to his family members who may still live in the community.
There's no place for a man like this on the streets. He has yet to admit to what he has done, and he has yet to apologize to these victims or to have any type of self-reflection. He's a narcissist, and he's a danger to every single woman and child on the street, not just in our community, but any place that he steps foot in.
The group believes Gowan needs to remain behind bars longer to ensure further safety for our community. So the person we interviewed did not want to be on camera, nor do they want their voice recognized. For information on how to join the Wichita Falls Community Alliance in protest of Gowan's parole hearing coming up next Tuesday, October 3rd, click into this story on Texomashomepage.com.